Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. Fiji out, England through 30 points to 24. What an absolute thriller of the quarterfinal. We just witnessed down in Marseille. It's absolute heartbreak for the Flying Fijians who had a sensational tournament. They leave with the hearts of many, but unfortunately will not be taking any further part in the competition. England and Steve Borthwick and Owen Farrell, and Owen Farrell of all people, who's under a lot of pressure coming into this tournament, and even in this match particularly, one of the standouts for England, a late drop goal as well as a late penalty. Doing the business in the end after Fiji did stage a late comeback to get themselves within 14 points, from 14 points to level with England before a late drop goal, and then that penalty at the end was enough because England, Fiji then had a late penalty themselves and had an opportunity to try and sort of have another go at England, but yeah, just couldn't really make it work. They can just see the legs were just spent. Before we break down the game exactly what happened, sort of a blow by blow account, please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. The first points came by the boot of Owen Farrell in the 11th minute as he took his first penalty, and just a few minutes later, Moni Tuilagi, again, somebody who people were almost surprised at his selection. He's scoring a great try. Spotted a bit of space down the left-hand side, down the sort of short side. Did a bit of a wraparound and rode the tackle of Frank Lamani before spinning around and going over for the first try. Owen Farrell missing the conversion as it hit the upright. Fiji had to wait until the 20th minute to get their first points on the board as Frank Lamani, after missing a penalty, followed up with a successful attempt in the 21st minute. But things all became a little bit more complicated for Fiji when a yellow card to Vinaya Hobosi meant that they were down to 14 men for 10 minutes. It was checked and it remained a yellow card, not a red card. During that time, Joe Marchant scoring a try, Owen Farrell adding the conversion. Frank Lamani also missing another penalty, but it actually ended up falling back to the Fijian side. And after a couple of phases, eventually, Viliama Matsa went through and scored Fiji's first try with Frank Lamani adding the conversion. So all of a sudden, 50 points to 10. And game on, really, that try, very much against the run of play. But it did sort of lift Fiji up a little bit. England kind of sort of started to build their lead there, sort of started to build a bit of an innings as Owen Farrell added extra 2 penalties to make it 21 points to 10 at half time. My gut feeling was that Fiji had to score first in the second half if they were going to come back and win. They didn't do that. Owen Farrell, it took a while for England to get going, but Owen Farrell eventually kicking a penalty in the 53rd minute. And at 24-10, you're thinking, well, maybe that's the game, still half an hour. And then bang, try in the 63rd minute, bang, try in the 68th minute. A penalty missed during time from Simeone Caravoli. But two converted tries meant suddenly at the 70-minute mark, 24 points apiece. And Fiji almost had another opportunity to go ahead. But then England, a bit of an interception and stuff, and getting across to the right sort of areas, going left, right. And Fiji were just defending desperately, going left to right, didn't really know where to go. And in the sort of the chaos, Owen Farrell sort of quietly slipped himself back into the pocket, lined up a drop goal, and made it 27 points to 24. And then as Fiji really tried to sort of force the issue, another interception, and brilliant effort from Beno, who was probably a man of the match, had to be. He went almost the length of the field, and Fiji, in trying to bring him down and try and stop momentum, conceding a penalty, which Owen Farrell then slotted. Fiji had a late penalty, and they played until about 85 minutes, so almost 5 minutes extra time, but they just didn't have the legs. In terms of some of the stats, though, pretty interesting. Fiji actually ended up having more territory and possession. Possession was pretty 50-50. Literally 54 in the first half for England, and 54% in the second half for Fiji. So the definition of 50-50. 3 tries to 2, Fiji scoring 3, England 2. Meters run, there were more for England, but Fiji actually beating more defenders, making more clean breaks. Gain line carries were very even. Turnovers 1. I thought at one stage Fiji was struggling to break down, but then started getting a lot better. They won 7 turnovers. And if you look at the set piece, though, that's where I think Fiji will look at this and think that they lost the game. England made 148 tackles, missing 34, whilst Fiji made 113, missing 28. In terms of goal kick success rate, Owen Farrell missed 2, whilst Fiji missed 3 between Caravoli and Lamani. If you look at the ruck success rate, 90% each, but Fiji losing 2 lineouts, England not losing a single one, Fiji losing 2 scrums, England just the 1 scrum. Discipline is a big thing. 12 points, 12 penalties to 10. Not massively different, but I think if you look at some of the penalties conceded by Fiji, some of them were a little bit silly and a bit needless. If you look at some of the individual performances, and your word for Ben Earl, who was devastating. 10 carries, 14 tackles, 2 tackles missed, but he made 99 meters, 7 defenders beaten, 2 clean breaks. I thought Owen Farrell actually played really well. Thought that Courtney Laws was here, had another good game. Rich Roger, I can tell you what, if you look back at this Fijian tournament, yes, Naya Kalevi is a fantastic player, and it's difficult to get them in to the same team. But I just sort of feel that Semi Radradra needs to be more involved. He created so much when he found himself in sort of the centre channel, and did feel he was kind of wasted out there on the wing. He did still manage to gain 78 meters, beating 7 defenders, 4 offloads, 2 clean breaks, and was responsible for creating one of the tries. And I thought they just needed to get him into the game a bit more. But yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles. It's a big result for England, who've got themselves a chance getting into another World Cup final. They'll need a huge performance to beat either France or South Africa. We'll find out who their opposition is in less than 2 hours. So please do make sure you can join us on the watch along. But John, let me know what you thought, and how far you think this Fijian side or this England side can go, and just a word Fiji, how good they were, and hopefully this is the start for them, not the end. Let me know what you thought about their campaign down in the comments below. Please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Stephen. I'll chat to you soon.